Hey everybody, so this week ticker ON and ticker PLTR, or company Palantir and ON Semiconductors, are both going to be releasing their earnings. So I wanted to go over their earnings trade setups as well as a couple of key levels that I would be looking at whether you are bearish or bullish. I do want to start with ticker ON just because they are releasing their earnings first on Monday, November 3rd pre-market. We have them rated as a 6 out of 10 with their legs being a 46 put and a 54 call on the strangle. That will look like this on the screen. So this was the earnings trade setup that we are looking at for this week, or that's around $4 off the money for the strikes. To start off our trading zones, we're going to look at the untradeable area. Remember that we always zone where price currently is as untradeable because we have to assume that we did not look at the chart before this very moment. I went ahead and did some side notes. If you guys see me glancing over here, that's what I'm looking at. We have around a $5 area as untradeable. So that's going to be from 47.10 to 52.7 as untradeable. I just kind of made it even on both sides, and I was measuring about right here. If I can expand these for you guys to check out. That's pretty much what we're looking at for untradeable. Let me go ahead and make this gray for you guys to match the colors. There we go. I had to change the colors to give better visuals for you guys. Here's the untradeable levels, and here's the untradeable zone and the long strangle we're looking at. For the bullish zone, we started them again at the top of the untradeable zone because that's an okay area to assume that we noticed to buy at, and I was targeting 61.25 at the top of the zone. And then the bottom was there. There's the bullish zone. For the downside or the bearish zone, we just measured an equal amount, and that's going to come from 47.10, or the bottom of the untradeable area, all the way down to 40 or 41. I'll show you guys what I was looking at for the bearish target just because I wanted to zone it instead. And this was going to be 41 down to 40. There you go. I hope it's easy for you guys to recognize that I just wanted to do something a little bit different and include a little bit more in case you guys were not into options trading or didn't want to do an earnings trade. Instead, you wanted to see where you could buy or sell at. Quick recap on this one. The long strangle is rated a 6 out of 10 with a 46 put and a 54 call. The untradeable levels are going to be from 47.10 to 52.70. The bullish start is going to be at the top of the untradeable zone at 52.70 all the way up to 61.25 or 61.25. The bearish zone and bearish target is going to start at 47.10 all the way down to this zone right here, which is measured from 41 down to 40. On to PLTR or Palantir, they are releasing their earnings Monday, November 3rd post-market. They are rated a 7 out of 10, so just a little bit higher than the previous analysis we just did. Palantir was given a 172.5 put and a 232.5 call on the strangle. So this is their earnings trade. If you guys watch the short, you would also know that this call up here is where I'm targeting for the bullish zone as well. 232.5, and we were starting them at 204.25. So just about right there where price is currently resting. I always call untradeable. That's going to be measured from 189.75 up to 204.25. And for the bear zone, we have them starting at 189.75, coming all the way down to 171.5. So this entire setup does fit with inside of the earnings trade. As you see, we do expect a very large move after they release their earnings. I usually don't try to capture wicks when I'm looking at structure, but for this specific setup, because I had no other structure to go off on the highs right here, I am using this little wick right there as the start of the bullish zone and the top of the untradeable zone. So here's what that level looks like. Right here, expanded and come all the way back here. And for the bearish target, I just wanted to capture those lows right there. Those lows, this high, and then this bullish momentum. If I wanted to expand it, you can just see it lines up perfectly with the previous earnings move as well. There, fix the color as well. That's going to be all for this video. I hope you guys like the new style where I'm including a couple of other key areas to be looking for. Make sure you're checking out my videos coming this week as well, as I'm going to try to cover 2 companies a day in the longer format and maybe 1 to 3 in a shorter format. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.